another episode of Scream Stream. Tonight we have lots of awesomeness in store for you, including all things wax. We have This Day in Horror History, trivia, an interview with The Smell of Fear Candle Company, and a in-depth discussion on remake versus original regarding the House of Wax. So stay tuned for that and more here on Scream Stream. And with us tonight, we have a special guest. We have Sarah from Geeks Who Eat, who is a longtime collaborator with us here on Scream Stream. And they actually just came out with a special recipe inspired by the new revival of Are You Afraid of the Dark, which had the DVD release come out just recently. And make sure you check it out. We'll put the link in the description. And thanks for coming on and having some fun with us tonight.
I'm gonna lose. I'm already
worried about
I'm already prepared. I'm just gonna lose.
Fun's a strong word to describe what we do here as a group.
It's fun at times.
I have fun.
So that's what matters. I'm glad you have fun.
Exactly.
And
you don't matter, Shelby. I do.
So tonight we have we're kind of focusing on wax, and we thought it would be, since our discussion tonight is involving a remake versus original comparison on the House of Wax, we decided to reach out to as part of our ongoing horror vendor series, to reach out to a horror vendor that focuses on candles. And here's a interview with the vendor, and here's an interview with the vendor, The Smell of Fear Candle Company. All right, guys, thanks for tuning into this interview that we have with Jillian from The Smell of Fear Candle Company, based out of Western New York. Again, tonight's theme is all about how our topic is the House of Wax remake versus original comparison. So we thought it'd be fitting to have Jillian come on and talk to us about her candle company and what all that's about. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad to be here.
So you have a lot of popular movie inspired candles, but you also have other fiction as well besides film. You have some Poe inspired candles and all of that. So where did this love of candle making and horror fiction, at what point did that come to be, and how did that come to be a thing?
So I've been a fan of Poe and horror since I was probably far too young to be enjoying any of that stuff. Right. So it was like a really kind of family-centric thing. My mom was always into true crime. My dad and mom were both into scary movies. And then I got interested in Poe and Stephen King and all that. And I was reading those books like crazy. And then as far as tying the candles in, I went to a horror convention a few years ago, and it was like all like these amazing scary things. And there was a candle vendor there, but it was just like a very normal soy, beautiful candles. They all smelled wonderful. And it was just so funny. Like all this like scary, gruesome stuff is there. And it's like, would you like to smell cactus and sea salt? And it was just really kind of funny, but she was making a killing. She was doing amazing. And I thought, what if I could tie those two together? And then maybe I could come out to one of these cons one day and have like a horror candle. And then that was it. I just kind of took off. Cask of Amontillado was the first candle I kind of messed with. And then I just kind of like took off from there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, I was looking at some of your candles earlier, and I noticed a couple. Do you have a Christine one? Was that one I saw?
I do, yeah. Death on Wheels.
It has like a scent of, was it leather, I think I saw? And that,
leather, motor oil, and little pine trees, the little air freshener. Mm-hmm.
So when you try to make a new scent, are you wanting it to be something that smells good, or is it more of a like novelty item, or does it vary from candle to candle?
It kind of varies from candle to candle. Ultimately, I do want it to smell good. I thought kind of going the novelty route, like an exorcist candle that smelled like, I don't know, copious amounts of vomit. But then I thought like the novelty thing would wear off after a while. And I really kind of wanted to make a good candle that people would like really enjoy and want to have more of and like enjoy burning instead of just like, oh, look at that candle. It smells like puke. Like, you know what I mean? Like on the mantle. So yeah, so I kind of, and it's funny because that one, motor oil and leather, sounds like it might be a little funky, but it burns really cool. So yeah.
Awesome. And I was just scrolling through the various ones you have. If you had a guesstimate, you might know the exact number. How many different scents do you have currently?
So I have 6 categories and a running, I keep like a running stock of about 45 candles at any one time. Okay. And I do new releases every month.
Okay, nice. Let's see what else I was going to ask you. So what are some of your favorite personal works of horror film and like books and stuff like that?
So Stephen King, I'm a huge Stephen King fan. My dad shares a birthday with him. They're a year apart in age, so I'm just I feel like it's a genetic thing. So anything by Stephen King, Stephen King fan. My dad shares a birthday with him. They're a year apart in age, so I'm just and for as far as like scary movies, I really like I prefer sort of a supernatural horror, like, you know, I like The Conjuring. And the only thing I'm not really a big fan of is like the torture porn. I've watched, like, the first Saw was fantastic, but then after like 3, you're kind of like, oh, everybody's in pain. Oh, that's like, I don't know. It just kind of, and I get the appeal for that for some people, but for me, horror is such kind of like it's my sort of cathartic escape. Right. So I prefer, like, I love supernatural horror and I love horror comedy. So Tucker and Dale versus People and Shaun of the Dead. Right. And I mean, The Exorcist is the one movie that to this day still scares me. Actually, I should say probably like the only movie that actually still gets me. So yeah, I
mean, that's a pretty common one for people that still can, get them scared and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So we've been, the past few months we've been trying to do different things with different vendors and stuff because I know that COVID has dampened a lot of people's income with. Because some people, are at conventions every weekend. That's how they make their living.
Right.
And it's basically come to almost a complete standstill outside of a few conventions that are still putting on shows. How has COVID affected you and your business?
So I do the market circuit and all of that has just been completely canceled. And I was like, I mean, Halloween, spooky season's clearly my thing and there's nothing. So I was supposed to do a couple different conventions. Obviously they didn't happen. So luckily my candle business is my job on the side. I'm very thankful. I'm actually an adjunct professor part-time. So I've got 2 part-time gigs. So thankfully it is not my full-time income. Although I would like to sort of make it that perhaps someday, but definitely not this year. So,
I'd say this year and it'd be a touch and go for next year, definitely.
We shall see, right?
Yeah. Well, if people want to check out some of your products, what different avenues do you have on social media and stuff like that?
So you can always check out my Instagram, so The Smell of Fear. So I have all of my updates, new candle releases, any news or anything I'm coming out with. I've got an Etsy shop, so The Smell of Fear at Etsy. And then I just started a Shopify. And so that's thesmelloffear.com.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Well, thanks for taking a moment tonight and talking to us. And we hope
Thank you so much
talk to you again. Talk to you again here in the future.
Absolutely.
All right, we want to thank the Smell of Fear Candle Company for that awesome interview, and make sure you check out their website and Instagram page. Links are in the description.
Do they make skull-shaped candles?
I don't believe they do.
That would be.
But I could be wrong, but they might. They might. Check out all their products. We featured a couple of them throughout the video, so lots of unique, cool scents. So make sure you buy you one for the holiday season.
I would have one lit right now, but I'm not allowed to have matches. My
Yeah,
mom said.
I'm not allowed to buy candles until at least November because I live in Arizona and shipping to Arizona this time of year, it would be a box of wax instead of a candle.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That's true.
Which is a bummer.
Just warm it up in the microwave and just reshape it.
Just stick the cardboard box in the microwave and see if I can melt it back.
Support your Jello molds. Oh, good. It's like a custom candle.
There you go. Just mold it into whatever shape you want. All right, so now it's time for trivia. It's been a while since we've done trivia. I think last time we did trivia was the week 1 of the summer camp episodes.
Mm-hmm. It was a heartbreaking loss.
It was very close.
I think I had 1 point, and I lost by 1 point.
1 point.
Yeah.
I think
Something
the winner
like that.
had 2 or 3, and I had
I
one
had
or
more
2.
than that. But
Let's not remember better than we lived. It was a poor showing.
all right, so what we do is Brandy somehow has become our default trivia question master question person, and
I'm the quiz master.
there you go. That's the quiz master.
Trivia quiz master. Or trivia quiz master if we want to make it really long, I guess.
Well, anywho, so you're gonna ask how many questions? 10?
I have 10, and then I have 2 bonus questions if we get a tie.
Oh God, when have we ever had a tie?
When have I been here?
Oh, shots fired!
Maybe the tie will be 0-0-0. So I'll have a chance to win.
Get some of these.
If it's
I
about
have one on here that's really easy. You should at least be able to get it, Shelby. You should at least get 1 point tonight.
do you have anything that's Italian horror or Italian horror?
Please, for the love of God, no Italian horror tonight.
Yeah,
please.
no, I will bomb it if this is Italian horror.
I'm gonna actually phone a friend. I'm gonna call Waylon if you ask any Italian horror questions. I'm gonna
That's
call
a good
Waylon.
one to call.
No, but I am working on an Italian horror set of questions
look at
just
you.
for you, Shelby.
I think I need to do a set of food horror questions.
Hey, ooh, that would be good. That
would.
good.
What was left on the stove in the Friday the 13th?
What
3?
sandwich? What
Part
sandwich
2.
on Halloween 2 do you see briefly in that kitchen?
I wouldn't go that way. No, there are enough food-based horror movies.
That's true. Yeah.
That you don't even need to go that in depth.
Are you Team Chocolate Chip Charlie?
Team what?
Chocolate Chip Charlie?
I don't think so.
It's the stuff.
I've seen that movie once.
Oh, only once.
For
I don't
shame.
dislike it. I just
I love
watch
it.
a lot of other stuff. Rewatching hasn't been happening nearly enough.
Okay.
That's okay.
Well,
I watch the same 3 movies.
What's that? Halloween 3,
Tron,
Mad Max,
Legacy,
Tron,
Mad Max Fury Road, Interstellar,
Blade Runner.
Oblivion, Blade Runner. Yeah. Guilty. Guilty of having class.
All right, Brandy, let's kick this shindig off here. So,
Okay.
okay.
Ready to lose.
All right. Question number 1, I feel should be relatively easy. Name one, Shelby, one horror movie that takes place on New Year's Eve.
Oh. Dude.
You only have to name one.
I'm gonna be sad if you don't get this. We did a Squidflix thing on this, dude. Come on now.
Don't yell at me.
10 years ago.
Don't yell at me.
What good are you for?
I don't remember names of movies very well. Okay.
Clearly.
I remember this. We did a thing and we made the shit for it.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the name of the movie. I'm making it up. I think this is it.
I mean, you probably just pull out your ass and you probably get pretty close. So
I think I'm close.
I'm ready whenever.
Me too.
Okay. Are you ready, Shelby?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. All right. Patrick.
Well, let's just do 3, 2, 1. Let's
Oh,
all.
whatever. 3, 2, 1. Show me your answers. This is terrible. I can't do that.
They're backwards.
Okay. Yes, yes. New Year. Okay. Yes.
New year, new you.
Hulu Into the Dark. I love that movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I watched that
Oh, just because I got something more obscure than you.
See, Shelby, you got it. See.
Well, I remember us making this shit for it, and it was a massive flop. I don't even think we got it published on time.
Probably.
As per the Squid Flicks tradition, I think we had this ready by January the 4th or 5th.
It was the New Year's Eve bash. I was actually really happy with that.
It was supposed to be live, and remember that was when Justin TV was like the only live streaming service, so we couldn't get the shit to work.
That's right. Yeah.
It's depressing.
Great.
All 4 of our fans were very upset, and 2 of them were in the room.
True. All right.
All right.
Question
number 2. This one is actually relative to our discussion that we're having tonight. So, what actor with a death wish played Igor in The House of Wax in 1953?
Oh.
And so it begins.
That was the clue. I got you. I pick up what you're throwing down there.
I'm glad that you're getting something.
I know that I'm totally wrong on this, but I'm just gonna guess.
That's all you can do. That's how I play.
I'm probably way off base.
Shelby, I have to say your beard is looking very luscious and thick. 3
I
feet.
water it twice a week.
Do you guys have your answers?
Yes.
All right, Shelby, you got an answer?
It's it's not right. I don't want to answer this question. Thank you very much.
Well,
I don't
you
have
get
to.
to opt out, so you have to show me your answer. 3, 2, 1, go.
Is it really Charles Bronson? Are you fucking serious? Yes! I fucking get.
It was
You know
the
what I
death
was
wish.
thinking of?
I was like, it's gonna be like some obscure actor who was also in Death Wish
Oh,
or
yeah.
something. Was
Yeah.
totally what I thought.
I forgot what the fucking movie Death Wish was. Like, oh yeah, what about that guy with the mustache and the gun? That's
But
Death
in House of Wax, I don't think he had a mustache.
Wish.
So
That's
I was
crazy.
like, yeah.
I thought he did. He looks creepy as shit in that movie. Wow.
Wow.
Another fun fact about that
winning
is that
tonight.
he is not credited as Charles Bronson in the movie. He's credited as Charles Buchinsky?
Is that his
I don't know how to pronounce
real name?
No.
Oh, okay.
it.
I know
Buchinsky?
it-
Something like that. I don't know.
Bronson was
Hollywood.
his name.
Yeah, Hollywood. Okay.
Must be nice to
Question
have more
number-
than one name.
Yeah, and you get to just change it, and just people are just like, okay, go with it. All right. Question number 3. After his parents die, a boy uncovers a nefarious undertaker's plot to reanimate the dead and use them as slaves in this 1979 film.
Can you repeat it?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm requesting, so.
After his parents die, a boy uncovers a nefarious undertaker's plot to reanimate the dead and use them as slaves in this 1979 film.
I have a problem with this question, but I will explain it when it's.
I'm probably wrong again, but
So far, you're 2 for 2.
yeah, but I think this one I'm gonna be wrong because I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like the movie I think it is came out later.
I'm just the.
Oh, the
question-
movie that I'm thinking of is the one from the 40s or 50s. is like the original turn everybody into zombies and make them your slaves. But that's not it. And that's an Italian horror movie, I'm pretty sure.
So you might actually know an Italian horror movie?
Sure,
Well,
I
it
just
has an Italian actor in it, but I don't think it's technically an Italian horror movie.
I just got a whole bunch of Italian horror from the Severin Vinegar.
Oh, I just got my Severin package,
you?
but my Fulci for fake isn't in there.
Well, it's not going to be released until later this month.
I thought they would.
Mine wasn't in there
I
either.
honestly thought that they would wait instead of shipping them separately. Like I was like, why not save on shipping?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they're trying to save the U.S.
But I
postage
got
system.
some Argento. I got a lot of Lucio Fulci. So.
What about Guillermo Linguini?
Linguini.
No.
Well, we're missing out. Heard his stuff's
All right, do you
pretty
guys
great.
have your answers?
Yep.
Okay.
Cracking the whip over there.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Shelby, you did not get it.
No shit.
All right, Patrick, what was your complaint about that?
I just now remembered that it was his parents that passed away. So
Oh.
never mind. Because the friend died, but I forgot the parents died like a year.
Wait, what was the correct answer?
Spoiler.
Phantasm.
Phantasm.
Okay, see, that threw me off because I wanted to say Phantasm, but
But what kept you from
I
saying?
didn't think it was his parents.
Well, see, that's what I was thinking. That was what I was thinking.
I only went with the Undertaker part of that. That was why I
Well,
thought.
no,
I
that's like, I
Undertaker.
was like, which one is a evil Undertaker? Phantasm, but
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
well,
Angus.
fuck
Well,
me.
Yeah, a little bit. Sounds like you should.
You know what?
You
You know what? Reggie's still my hero, so you can just go to hell. I'm gonna grow that ponytail.
Question number 4. A young Michael Myers killed his sister Judith on Halloween night. In what year? We get it, Patrick. You know everything.
Yeah, no kidding. This is like not even fun. Oh wait, no. Hold on.
Know it. Shelby,
No.
are you just gonna wear the same shirt every episode?
It's just for this show. I wear it
He's
once a
consistent.
week for an hour.
Rocking the Blood Diner.
I have killer clowns from outer space.
Must be nice to have cool clothes.
Or
I have
buy
a shirt
them
from Kansas.
frontrags.com.
Am I making
Yeah,
money now?
actually, no. I think mine is cavity color. I think this one is
Oh, is
cavity colors.
I haven't bought anything. I was this close to buying a whole bunch of street trash stuff from them.
Their stuff is really nice, though.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, friends. Do you have your answers?
No,
Oh.
no.
Do I need to start putting 30-second timers?
You don't have the balls to put
Oh.
time limits on us.
That's a lot of effort.
Oh God.
Do you have that damn laptop yet, or are you still using
Okay.
your phone?
Obviously, I'm using my phone. Do you not see how inconsistent I am holding this?
But have you bought it?
Don't worry about it.
It was on sale. Oh my god.
Oh my
Still
god.
is.
All right.
It still
Okay.
is.
Are we
Okay.
ready?
You
Okay.
are impossible.
3, 2, 1, go.
1963.
No. Patrick got it.
I will say that it is a little bit suspect that you own the cards.
Thank you. And I don't know how
Just
she found
saying.
that out.
I'm just
It's
saying,
just
like
crazy.
that's a
Patrick.
little suspect. Like you should be like not
What
allowed.
fun- What fun is that for me if I'm cheating? Like,
'Cause
Like
you have
everyone
to-
else?
I just want to use my own brain.
You automatically get like a handicap. Like we automatically deduct 2 points from your score because you
I
know the card.
literally didn't look at it. I laid out like 10 cards. I had 5 questions each. Took a picture of the front, flipped them over, took a picture of the back, sent them to Brandy, said,
So you literally could have picked those 10 cards and then memorized the answers to those 10 questions. You could
okay, I'm
literally
not
be
that
looking
smart.
at your
I'm
phone.
not that
The
smart.
quality of the pictures that he took was so bad.
But he
Okay.
owns the cards. He could be literally
I know.
sitting with the cards in front of him. We don't see what happens from chest down.
That is true.
Just saying, I'm calling shenanigans.
Alright, so we're gonna do a handicap and minus 2 points for you at the end, Patrick.
You're really going to do that? I think it's kind of bullshit.
Unless you get answers wrong, you
sure
get
I
a
will.
handicap.
Okay.
I think you should take the handicap regardless.
I just
You should
I'm
know
so-
every answer.
I'm sorry. I'm a good horror fan. My bad.
Yeah. Okay. Are you guys ready for the
Okay.
next question?
Okay,
Yes.
gatekeeper.
Oh!
Maybe you should go head up Mutant Theater. I
Brandy,
think Joe Bob needs more fans like you.
Listen, I've been one of Joe Bob's biggest fans, even when he wasn't active. So,
Isn't that what they all say?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about right.
Brandy, continue. These shenanigans.
Question number 5.
Flags.
What Naked
Oh,
Gun actor played
What?
Richard Vickers?
What?
Question
Yes!
number 5.
Don't repeat it. Don't repeat it.
I want to repeat
I
it.
have to. What Naked
Send
Gun
it to Sarah
actor?
separately.
Shut the fuck up. What?
What Naked Gun actor played Richard Vickers in Creepshow 1982?
Oh, crap. The actor.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Talked to him on the telephone.
Did you?
Uh-huh. He used to work. I used to work at a place that built solar paneling, and
Yeah?
he called in.
Bullshit.
No, and he did because he was a client, and so he was like, "Hello, this is so and so. Can I please speak to the owner?" And I was like,
Oh, that's awesome.
"Yeah."
So,
Yeah,
see, my
yeah.
first thought would be that somebody has the same name, and I'd be like, oh yeah, and then finding out that it's really him, I'm like, oh my god. Then yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
My dad met him at a charity golf event in Lexington in the late 80s. And he
Are
like
you
did
ready?
a bit.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1. These are so hard to read.
It's Leslie
What the
Nielsen.
fuck?
It's George Kennedy. It's not.
Leslie
Leslie-
Nielsen.
No, it's not.
It's Leslie
it
is.
Nielsen.
Wait,
Naked
wait.
Gun.
George Vickers.
I thought you said in Creepshow too.
Creep
No,
Show.
I said Creepshow 1982.
Dumb.
Because George Kennedy was in Creepshow too. He was in.
He is.
He was the.
Yes, but
But that wasn't the answer.
I know. I thought you said Creepshow too.
Womp womp.
George Vickers.
Yeah, I heard it.
Gonna bury you in the sand up to your neck.
Oh, fuck me.
Alright.
No,
Well,
thank you.
now
I
Patrick's,
don't date
Patrick
losers.
missed one.
Trivia.
It's very interesting, Patrick, that you miss one right after we have
Oh
this
my
discussion
God.
about handicap getting 2 points.
That was suspicious, and it was a
Yeah.
softball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You still get a handicap.
Alright, question number 6.
Mhm.
A group of medical students go on a skiing holiday and wake up having to fight Nazi zombies, because of course they do, in this 2009 film.
I should
Nazis.
watch more than 5 movies.
Is it? You said Nazi zombies?
Well, if that was the is that the question that I'm asking?
Yeah.
Yes,
did you
is
say
the movie
Nazi
titled
zombies?
Nazi Zombies?
Yes, the movie is titled Nazi Zombies.
What type of zombies did you say?
Did
You
I
said
just-
Nazi zombies.
Okay. Yeah, that's from.
Now, this reminds me of a video game that I played back in the day called Nazi Fortress. You may not have heard of it, but it was made by a developer that I know.
Oh, did you?
How good was the game?
Terrible.
I actually tested it and it was really, really good. Wait, no, not that one. I tested Dusk Till Dawn. That's what it was, right?
Dusk of the Dead.
Oh, my
I don't even know.
The highly
It's been like
Rated.
15 years. I can't remember.
platformer zombie shooting game. Okay.
Do you guys have your answers? Oh, well, Patrick walked away. Okay. Thanks for the
Dang.
heads up.
He went to go refill his beverage.
Yeah. Like, he couldn't do that while you guys were writing answers. He had to sit here and talk and then go refill it.
Oh no, I messed up the spacing on my numbers. Yeah, it's all fucky.
Oh, no.
Oh, it looks so
could you?
bad now.
Well, rewrite it on the back.
No, when I thought about it, I made it worse, and it's... Oh my god.
Oh, thank you for joining us, Patrick. So
Hi.
nice to have you here.
Hey,
All right.
Are we ready?
I am.
Yes. 3, 2, 1. Show me your answers.
Good
Yes.
snow.
Yes.
Nazi zombies.
He's up.
Hey, it was worth a shot, because I feel like you could ask her what the answer to the question was, and she'd tell it to you and not realize it.
So, are you keeping score,
I'm not
Brandy?
that stupid. Yes, I am.
I'm
It's not about
keeping score
stupid, it's about tricking people.
of my own. Are you not keeping track of your own scoring?
I missed
Well, Patrick
one.
hasn't missed one, so...
Yes,
I
he
missed
had.
one. I missed one.
He missed the Leslie Nielsen
I
one.
know.
So we're
trying to
tied,
see.
right?
I'm trying to see if he'd accept that. Oh yeah, no, I haven't missed one.
I'm not.
Yeah. Trying to catch him.
We'll call him out.
Oh,
Okay.
I know you will.
All right, next one is a list of things, and you have to guess what the movie is.
Okay.
The things are a box, chains with hooks, and blood. 1987.
Did you see that? Oh, never mind. You didn't. Maybe not. Sarah,
Huh?
did you see? Did you just get that notification?
Are you not sending
No.
No,
Where did you send a notification?
I didn't send it. It was one on Facebook. It was from the Monster Vision retro group.
I didn't get any notification from them, I don't think.
Someone ordered the yellow hot sauce, whatever, to make the recipe on for Friday.
That hot sauce is so dang good, let me tell
Is
you.
it?
But holy cow,
Can-
it gives me such heartburn that I hurt for like days after.
Can I get it on Amazon?
Yeah,
I can. All right, cool. I'm gonna buy me some.
you can get it on Amazon. Do you have Whole Foods there?
No.
I'm like,
I
This
got
I
This is
know Whole
Western
Foods
Kentucky.
carries
We
it.
live in the boonies.
But you could be like getting gentrified. I don't know. Like, Whole Foods are like popping up everywhere, and they're like, oh, hey, look.
It's like the
All of a
Dollar
sudden you have a Whole
General
Foods.
of the country.
Look, the biggest city would be like Paducah, and there's no way they're gonna let that happen.
Don't say that.
You aren't allowed to have a Target.
No, that's true.
Wait, you don't have a Target?
No, not for a couple of hours.
I don't
I
even
would
understand
die.
what's so
I
good
live
about
across the
Target.
street from a
I
Target.
have
Like, that's
3 Targets.
Nothing.
3 Targets in Lexington.
Look, I worked at a Target. I've been around them. I don't get it. I don't understand the appeal. I never want to walk into a Target.
False
if I don't have
prophet.
to.
False prophet. False prophet.
All right, are we
Are
ready?
you ready?
Yes. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Answers.
Hello,
Yes.
Roger. What shall we say? What shall we say?
No.
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 Wait,
Nope.
what'd you say?
What'd you
Don't
say
worry
though?
about it. Don't worry
I
about it.
wonder.
Rewind the
Shit.
tape.
Wait, wait.
You
I
should know
said,
that.
I said hell crazer.
You did not. Did you get it? Did he get it right, Brandy?
I don't know. I couldn't see it. Show me yours again, Patrick.
I've already erased it. It was Hellraiser.
Move on. Move on. It was wrong.
Easy.
You'll see it in the recording.
With the freeze frame it and
Yeah.
zoom in.
All right. I'm not giving Patrick, or not Patrick. I'm not giving Shelby a point for that because I
Yeah,
can.
because he was like
said,
halfway.
don't give me a point. I
You
said
said
I
he
got,
got
it.
it wrong.
I said I got it wrong.
All right. Well,
I don't want to share my answer. I don't have to.
He's like, it was Halloween,
It was
clearly.
bad.
All right. What actor played the Candyman?
wait. What question is this?
Question 8.
Okay.
She's keeping up.
I have mine numbered.
I'm number 2, and most of mine are wrong.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
What actor played?
let me talk.
I'm waiting.
What actor played the Candyman in the 1992 film Candyman?
I only
So
know this
you-
because Christy says
I
it
was
all
about
the
to
damn
say.
time. It's like her second favorite word.
Or, well, name, but
So are,
Well,
So
it's like
we all know, are we ready?
Yes.
3,
Oh, God.
2, 1, go.
Tomato.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh wait, it was he said the crate.
The crate. Oh, he just heard box, and he just, his mind was still on Creep Show, and was like, oh yeah, the crate.
At least somebody was paying attention to that. Alright, here's a fun one. So, question number 9 is recite one spell or incantation from a horror film.
Oh.
Do we have to recite it, or can we like write it?
You can write it and then, yeah. It'll be much funnier if you guys actually say it, though.
I mean, I'm ready. How do you not have something, Patrick?
I can't
Like
think
seriously,
of what it's.
judging.
He deserves the judgment.
There is one that is like the most obvious choice here.
Shelby, why is your microphone
Oh wait.
off?
Because he doesn't know.
He's like, I'm opting out of this.
We're blocking the sirens.
He's being thoughtful.
I forget about that.
Patrick, are you Googling?
No, I'm writing it down. Jesus Christ.
He's
Man.
Googling.
As soon as you fucking say this, I'm gonna know what it is. I'm so mad. I don't fucking know this.
I don't know if this is
say
gonna
it,
count.
and I'm gonna be like, "Are you fucking
So
kidding me?"
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
I said
That's so cheaty.
I said Candyman.
That's not,
I don't think that
is
gets
not,
count.
That
Is it
doesn't
not?
count.
That
No.
doesn't count. That doesn't
Okay.
count. 'Cause I could have done that.
Okay.
So it doesn't count.
How did you not have Klaatu, Verada, Niktu?
Because I couldn't think of what it was. I knew, like, I knew
Okay,
it.
Ash.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, that's the day the Earth stood still. I guess that counts as a horror movie.
Army of Darkness.
What are you talking about?
He said, because it's
that was the
also
thing.
Klaatu, Verada, Niktu is also in the day the Earth stood still.
Oh,
But
that's
it's
right.
usually
I didn't know
they
it was
use
an
it
Army.
in Army of Darkness at the end, or it's
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
incantation.
Right.
I didn't remember that Army of Darkness.
I bet you didn't think
I was
our
thinking
show-
Necronomicon. I was trying to think Evil
Yeah.
Dead. Like, what the fuck do they use in Evil Dead? What words they got in there? I don't know.
Yeah.
My horror movie knowledge
Is
is
this
basically
10?
the
Is
general
this
plot
10?
line. Yeah.
And Sarah's ahead by one.
Oh, are you scared?
A little bit.
All right. Question number 10.
Well, actually, technically, I've only missed one, and now you've missed two, so I'm already ahead.
Yeah, you're up by one. Yeah.
So
I know.
as long as I get this one right.
That's rough.
You still have to get it right, too,
Well, I
Patrick.
can't win though.
Worry about yourself.
Okay.
All right.
No, I'm the
Question
dark
number
horse
10.
here. I might be able to make up
Okay.
5.
The son of
6.
a nobleman, listen to me. The son of a nobleman has a permanent smile carved into his face because his father refuses to kiss the hand of the tyrant king in this 1928 film. I love your faces right now.
You suck. That's evil.
You weren't going to get it anyway, Shelby.
Fuck, I wasn't. Watch me pull this one out of my ass. Fucking right.
Well, if you can pull this one out of your ass, you could win it. We'll just declare you the winner.
I think that's fair. I think that's the fairest thing we can do here.
Can you read it one more time?
Yeah.
The son of a nobleman has a permanent smile carved into his face because his father refuses to kiss the hand of the tyrant king in this 1928 film.
They had cameras back then?
Mm-mm.
That was the Great Depression. They didn't have time to make no fucking movies. Nobody had money to go see movies. That's wildly irresponsible.
I don't have any idea what this is.
Man. I can't believe I didn't fucking put. Fantastic. This is horseshit. This
Yeah,
is kangaroo
Patrick, way
court.
to pick a crappy question card. This is all on you. Wait, you.
You always pick the worst questions.
This is like. I don't know.
I
Look, the
picked
other
them.
one I had for
She
number
had
10
50.
was like way too easy.
She had an option of 50 questions. I gave, and she picked 10. So.
Listen, Shelby's really particular about his, and he doesn't like the
Oh, I
ones
know.
where you have to name multiple things, okay?
Well,
So
I'm
really,
the same
we
way.
had an option of like 40,
Okay, well,
41.
I know that this is wrong, but I'm just putting an answer down.
Yeah, me and mine's wrong too.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Werewolf of London. What is
I
that?
can't even read whatever your answer is, Sarah.
Nosferatu.
It's Nosferatu.
Nosferatu is like the only thing I think of pre-1940.
Same here. See, there you can see it.
That's sad.
Yeah.
We made that
no,
sad. What the fuck did you write down?
You can't. I said.
Yeah, Werewolf of London is 40 or 50s.
I don't. I
40s.
don't think it's 50s, but
It's
I
40.
know that's the only films you know.
Nosferatu is way
Pre-
older than that.
I'm aware.
Okay.
But that's-
Okay.
So wait,
Well,
what
you
was
that was the
obviously
first
have
silent
the
film.
answer.
That was the first silent film.
If
So.
Patrick would
Okay.
shut up. The answer is The Man Who Laughed.
The
The
Man,
Man
Who
Who Laughed?
I've heard of
Yeah.
that.
I've never even heard of that one.
Me either.
Wait, so
So
I
for
win.
kicks and giggles, let's go ahead and do the other two ones for fun.
okay.
They're really easy, so you guys should definitely get these. The first one is A Cabin, an Ancient Book, and a Tape Recorder, 1982.
Oh, god damn it! I already said it.
You ready?
Alright. Tell me your answers.
Evil Dead.
Yay.
Everybody
Good
gets-
job.
Bruce Campbell.
Alright. The next
Bubba
one
Hotep.
I love Hotep, dude. So fun.
was What is the name of the murderous clown in It?
Oh, that's okay.
It was
You want me to
it.
just
Not
say
It?
at this point?
It was it.
No, he has a name.
His name is it.
Twas
No.
it.
His name
His
is it.
Pennywise.
Twas it.
Ah,
The one time you get her to answer.
No, I should just
Okay.
say.
To be fair, I did have it already.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pennywise.
everybody knows it, but yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
Fair one.
congratulations.
Actually, we all know that Bill was actually the murderer, and he pawned it off on Pennywise.
So this is actually my first loss. So congratulations.
Yeah, you're the one who wanted me here.
I know.
even if we didn't have to handicap him 2 points, like he would have still lost.
Yeah, we didn't even have to handicap you.
I lost
that
by
suck.
one.
Man.
So,
2, didn't
but
you?
yeah. No, by one.
You lost by 2 because you had 3 wrong total.
Well, total, but you got the last one wrong too.
I know, I had 2 wrong. You had 3 wrong.
So I
We're
lost by
splitting
one.
hairs here. Patrick got his ass handed to him.
Oh wow.
That's fair.
So
He also beat you,
so
Shelby.
we need to get me, Sarah, Waylon, and Christy, and someone else or 2 more people for like.
I'll play.
Okay.
I would love to beat all of you
Smackdown.
all in one game. The mega game is when I'll actually
You could
try.
mix it up too, though, because I have Horror Trivial Pursuit,
Ooh, that'd be good.
and I haven't looked through any of the cards yet. Like I literally
Yeah.
just got it.
What a
I
suspicious
need,
statement to
I need
make.
you to send those to me then, so I can get the questions
I can-
together.
I can even do one better. I can have my husband pick out cards and send them to someone because then I won't even see them. I
But
won't
can we
even have
trust
it.
that he's not going to tell you what was on them?
My husband is very honest. Sam.
Okay.
Shelby,
I don't know
He
if I
won't,
can verify
he
that.
won't help me cheat.
they got a 3D printer. They're doing big things.
We do.
Yeah.
Easy.
I would like a 3D printer, but I don't have a place to put it, so I can't buy one.
Mine is on my
Is it
dining room
loud?
table.
Is it loud?
It's loud enough where if I turn it on while I'm watching a movie, it's like annoying. But
Is it
it's
like a
not
hum,
like
or is it like?
Yeah, it's not that loud. They're not that loud.
it's not
It sounds like a
super-
dot matrix printer, but not as screechy.
Yeah.
Since no
They do
one
know
that
that they're there and they're working.
It's more like it's just like a quiet motor.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
You know what I'm talking about? The dot matrix. They got the like the paper feeding, but this little printer head moves.
We know.
Okay. All right. Well, Sarah,
That was miserable.
Do you want to stay with us while we talk the discussion of the night, or do you hop off?
I can.
You can stay.
I can stay on.
Okay. All right. The more the merrier. So our topic discussion of the night is remake versus original House of Wax, and I don't know how long it's been since you two have seen both films, but
It's been a hot minute.
Me and Brandy
God,
recently
I can't spell
rewatched
original.
both of them.
I said Oriole.
Oreo.
I left the G and the I in the end out of the middle of the word.
Very sad, but
You try so hard.
But yeah, me and her recently we rewatched both of them back to back.
And it feels like it's been forever.
My condolences.
It really seems like a long time ago. 'Cause it was like a month ago. Yeah, they were very two very different.
Two very
films.
different movies.
Yeah. So let's kind of just go around and with Shelby and you and Sarah, and just kind of talk about if you've seen both of them, if you've only seen one, how long you think it's been since you've seen either or and stuff. So.
I haven't seen either one of them in a while. The one that's always been fresher is the Paris Hilton one, just because.
Mm-hmm.
But I have seen the Vincent Price one.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Sarah?
It's been a long time since I've seen either of them, but I have seen both.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. But I have feelings about the remake.
Oh yeah.
I have feelings.
Well,
Any feelings?
So the original House of Wax was based off of what was it? It was a 1930s
yeah.
film, I believe.
I have it in my watch list because I wanted to see the original one. Hold on, I can tell you what it's called.
Something museum, wax museum.
It is
It
Mystery
was called-
of the Wax Museum.
It was called Night at the Museum, featuring Ben Stiller.
There you go.
It has Faye Ray
Gum
in it.
Gum want Gum Gum.
Dum Dum One Gum Gum.
And it was remade, and I believe the remake with Vincent Price was his it kind of hit like his comeback film and stuff. And obviously, all the films that came after the Vincent Price film in 1953. But it was released in 3D. I remember because in the late 90s, when I was visiting my grandmother in Michigan, I actually was able to go see it in 3D, which was pretty cool. And if you watch the standard DVD version or whatever version you have, you can tell what shots were supposed to be 3D.
Like the ping pong ball?
Yeah,
Or the paddle ball.
Yeah, it's super these you can tell. But it was cool and stuff. I mean, it was considering it was 1953 and they were able to do that, it was pretty awesome. But yeah, it was it was Vincent Price's comeback film and stuff. And so Brandy, since you have seen both of these along with me more recently, what was your thoughts on the first film? Sidebar.
Honestly,
What you eat in there?
it was some chicken and mac and cheese.
Like mixed together?
No.
Okay.
Don't make that face. That's
I
a
mean-
perfectly
Yeah,
acceptable
but-
combination.
That's
I put it on my fork together, but I didn't have them.
How is chicken and mac and cheese not acceptable, but we would say
Well,
chicken
when you're a
parmesan
little weirdo
delicious?
just like cheese, like Patrick, you get all bent out of shape
yeah.
when somebody eats it in any fucking shape, way, or form.
Wait, you hate cheese?
I'm very picky
He
about my
laughs in God's face and hates cheese.
You
will burn
you
for that.
realize that I'm judging you super hard now.
Oh,
You
deserve it.
he's a cook and he hates cheese.
I
Mr.
don't hate
Grillmaster
cheese.
over here hates cheese.
I'm very picky about it though. And what
Clearly,
form
you've
I'm
had
assuming
bad
it is.
cheese then. Like, you've.
No.
Yeah.
No, he just wasn't
clearly-
like raised.
You don't have a
properly.
Whole Foods.
That's a problem.
So, how would you know if you've had good cheese?
I guess I don't.
There you go. Boom.
Look,
Can't
I've been
argue with
fighting
that
this
logic.
battle.
Anyways,
I've been fighting this battle
I mean-
with him for 2 decades now. It's not working.
coming back from the sidebar, Brandy, what were your thoughts on the first film, on the 1953 film?
Obviously they were very different movies, and I thought it was really interesting how attached he was to his wax figures, and
Yeah.
obviously it makes sense as to why.
Well, but even though, like, even in the, like in the opening scene when his partner and stuff, when he's like starting to set stuff on fire, he's very much attached to them, and I think at that point they weren't, the human encased in wax and stuff. At that point, I think they were just wax figures. But he was so.
No, I think they were people because he acted like they were people.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
No. He's an artist. The whole thing was, the reason he was upset is because it's like his work of art. Like, it's his baby. Like,
Right.
he spends all that time crafting, and he only started dipping people because his hands got burned in the fire.
Yeah, because he
So
was
he
trying to
couldn't-
save all of them.
And
But I thought it was interesting that they have the fire in both of the films, but at 2 different parts.
yeah,
Like it's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
a very significant. It plays a very significant role in both of the films.
well, the first film takes place in somewhere in Europe, and it's very much, it's a let's see, it's a period piece. It takes place in what era though? Is it?
Austria.
Is it in, okay, so it just says the early 1900s. Actually, it's in New York. Okay.
Well, that's not Europe.
Well,
No, it's very far from Europe.
okay.
Very different.
Well, but yeah. So, but yeah, it's very much of a, you get these glimpses of this person that's kidnapping people, kills them.
Okay. Kidnapping and killing, strong language. He was borrowing them as
But, like-
references for his art.
But you don't know its price until later on. But like the look, he's kind of hunched. He's kind of like hobbling about, kind of like he has like a gimp leg, and he looks very like with his hat and his little cape. He looks a lot like the Phantom of the Opera and stuff.
How do you know he isn't?
He could be.
Look, in some of the music they play in there, it really does sound like Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. Hmm.
But I
But,
made that comment several times while we were watching it. I was like, "Are we sure this isn't Phantom of the Opera?"
He is also a burn victim.
Exactly. It's connecting. Illuminati.
Perhaps he becomes the Phantom of the Opera once he's disgraced and loses his museum.
Making fun of me.
But yeah, and then but like to me, the one weird thing of this film was the fact that it was very. He got these people to go in with him on it. Obviously he had the one that was like a deaf mute. He didn't know any better. Somehow he got wrangled into it.
Yeah.
Which I think that was the Charles Bronson character.
Well,
and then we
if
had
you
this.
bring somebody in who doesn't have anything going for them, and you're like, "Hey,
I mean,
I can
come on,
provide
man.
you with home, shelter,
Yeah.
food, money."
Money, yeah,
Igor was a hella good assistant. Everybody needs an Igor, okay? Except for the one in Dracula Dead and Loving It, because he was terrible. He was the worst assistant.
Ugh, what a movie. Yeah, but like, yeah. So I think, and then to me, like one of the most awesome moments of that first film was when she's hitting Price's face, and like
It's why.
it breaks and stuff, and you see the burnt, his burnt self underneath. I thought it was really, really cool and done really well. It looked really convincing. and then you find out, he can actually walk. He's not wheelchair bound and stuff, and then we see how because he kidnapped our main protagonist, the chick, and was in basically encasing her in wax and stuff at the end there, and
nobody can prove that getting dipped in wax kills you.
if it's boiling,
pretty sure it would.
It's boiling.
Well, but to be fair, if we look at the House of Wax, the remake, what's his face is alive after he's been waxed, and he's sitting there at the.
But I guess you just eventually get
checkmate, atheist.
I'm not saying you would die from that, but you would if you're encased in wax and you can't move.
You'd definitely die. You'd suffocate.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't burn alive, you would suffocate.
Right.
Oh, I thought they had like little nose holes.
No, there's ventilation.
But if you have third-degree burns, you're not going to last.
You could theoretically encase somebody in wax and not burn them alive. But they weren't really trying to keep them alive.
Well, assuming that they even live past getting third-degree burns, they're going to starve to death and dehydrate pretty soon anyway.
Yeah.
Plus, they're going to piss all over themselves.
I feel like you would have already done that while you were getting burned. I feel like all that would just
get it all just a complete cleanse. Is that what you're saying?
I feel like there's probably going to be a little bit left in the tank. You're definitely going to... It's like wearing a wetsuit you peed in. It's made out of wax.
I don't know what that's like.
Well, you don't know how to swim either, so don't let cheese don't know how to swim. I mean, what kind of a person are you? I can't trust. That's for one.
You can't trust.
So
I don't trust anybody who
and don't like cheese.
What good are you?
Yeah, the cheese thing really bothers me.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't even know you now.
But yeah.
But he'll eat pizza. And he doesn't seem to be picky about the cheese that's on pizza, so I don't know.
Again, it's texture, and I'll if you want to break down,
cheese has
later on.
The perfect texture always. It is a perfect food.
See, at least I'm consistent with my I don't eat beef.
Eggs.
But your
two things
doesn't make sense.
Cannot get any more perfect. They are so simple yet so refined. Cheese and eggs. You cannot.
I like some cheese and eggs. So.
I don't know. I think potatoes are a pretty perfect.
Potatoes are pretty good too, and sweet potatoes.
I like if I'm going potatoes and they're a fry. I want McDonald's fries. Okay.
You're degenerate.
Their fries are good. Their amount of salt is perfect. I love it.
You're a degenerate.
Wingstop fries are the best fries. Anyways,
who gets fries at Wingstop? Just get a double order of wings. Take a shot of that blue cheese.
All right. Anywho, but yeah. So, Brandy, what were your thoughts on it on the film as a whole?
I liked it. It was very different. I was very curious how they got the remake from that, because, I mean, in that they just have, where, what's her name? Because I don't remember anybody's name. She lives in that house that she rents a room from, and then, in the city, which actually has people in it that live there, and then, they have an actual wax museum that people actually go to. And all this kind of stuff, where in the other one it's like, hey, no, we have a completely empty town, a museum nobody goes to, and we're all secretive about this shit.
So based on what you two can recall from it, what were your thoughts on the original House of Wax, Shelby and Sarah?
I like that movie. It's one of my favorite Vincent Price movies. It's a solid movie, and especially if you look at movies from the time, it's just a really solidly acted. The effects are really good.
Yeah.
Just overall, I think it's a must watch for a horror fan.
Yeah, I agree with that. Mm-hmm. Sure, Ted.
I mean, it set up Vincent Price to hit the home stretch, guns blazing. I don't think he made a dud after that. So he kind of became just the iconic horror icon.
Yeah.
Oxymoron.
Yeah.
Like that kind of cemented his place.
Yeah, because if he didn't have that big upswing in the 50s and 60s through Edward Scissorhands, he might would have been one that's kind of like, I mean, not forgotten because like Peter Cushing's not forgotten, but not as.
He'd be like, what's his name?
He wouldn't have been. He probably wouldn't have had his connection with Michael Jackson. There we go. That's all we have to say. So.
You just had to bring Michael Jackson in this.
What's wrong with that?
Just name dropping. I mean, you know the guy. Why don't you just invite him on the call? Huh? You got anybody else you'd like to invite?
Man, we could, but probably not. No, don't know.
Candyman.
Christy.
Bloody Mary.
He's coming for you.
Alright, so yeah, then we jumped. That was what, 53. So we jumped.
2002.
2005, I think, was when this.
What was it? It was early 2000s.
Yeah, it was 05. And it's funny because I'd seen the remake obviously once when it came out, and then I don't think I'd watched it again until we watched it like a month ago. Do you want to start it off? So I'll say this: it's very much a product of its time.
Oh, that's what we're gonna call it.
Because
I think they do the whole what would you call the brothers? I guess.
Well,
not redneck, but like.
Well, it's the whole like.
It was like a reality show and a horror movie put together. What it felt like.
Yeah, but they have like the trashy, like isolated brothers, that are creepy, that are obviously the killers, which was definitely kind of a normal theme, I think, around that time, because there's several movies like that.
It was Scooby-Doo and Beverly Hills put together, and Beverly Hillbillies put together. It literally show you the killers in the first 2 seconds.
It was like Wrong Turn.
Stick around with you the entire
It was
time.
heavily influenced by Wrong Turn, and it was kind of outside, like in the middle of nowhere type of horror films.
It was basically Tourist Trap. Like, it's literally Tourist Trap.
Yep.
But instead of like, no, it really is just like Tourist Trap. Like I feel like it should have been called a Tourist Trap remake, not a House of Wax remake, because that's really just what it is. Like, you have the fakes, like in Tourist Trap, you have the store, which was like a wax museum, but it was also like a general store. Then it's connected to the guy's house. He has the little figures. They're more mannequins than wax figures, but he's making them out of like, paper mache and ceramic and all of the other plaster of Paris and stuff that he puts on their face. It was literally
Paris Hilton.
There you go. It just, to me, literally is Tourist Trap, not House of Wax.
That's, wow, yeah.
I think you can make a good argument there, yeah.
They need to make a horror version of The Parent Trap.
Why?
I don't see how that would even work. But.
I'm like trying to think. Like, I bet you there already is something similar.
There probably is. There's some probably.
I mean, you probably could.
Really
you have like twins who find out that they're
Anthony.
related, and they get mad that they've been separated their whole lives, and turns out they're psycho. Take it out. Yeah, take that.
It could be the kids from The Shining. I mean, could have been their origin story. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think that could be a good horror movie for somebody to make.
Thank you.
I mean, let's write a script.
Patrick just immediately shot it down, like he does.
Dang.
I mean, it's not like we don't have enough stuff in development that we can't call.
I can't think of one thing in development.
Okay.
That's why none of it's getting done.
I choose to write it off. It's called a write-off.
But yeah, so the remake finds a group of teenagers on their way to some football game, and they get broken down and yada yada. And
there you go.
That's
the influence too.
Yeah, because you have
it's
a brother.
It's that whole vibe.
Do they break down, or do they don't they go camping first though?
Well, yeah, they like
that's right.
pull over because
Yeah.
it's late at
they
night.
stopped to go
Yeah.
camping.
They didn't want to go
Without any
and
gear.
drive throughout the night. They wanted to rest, but yeah, they all drank that night. So what good is that going to do?
But but didn't they set up like a tent and stuff too? Because doesn't Paris Hilton do some like some tent thing, and then she gets like
yeah. But they so they pulled over and they made campground for the night because they didn't want, they were too tired to drive, but they had
and then
enough
stay up like however late, like talking and
drinking
drinking
and playing football and stuff and thinking that's
having heart to hearts.
Yeah, and like the brother who's Chad Michael Murray is an asshole. For some reason he was invited. Don't know why, because no one's liking the fact that he's there.
He didn't get invited. He just tagged along. He was like, "I'm here."
Oh,
yeah.
I thought he was invited. Yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't have invited him to that.
Yeah, but yeah, so they have some car trouble,
and then they don't wake up until like noon the next day.
Yeah.
After being like, "Oh, we're gonna go to sleep so we can get there early," and then drink and stay up late, and then don't wake up till noon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sounds about right.
But yeah, so then they wake up and they find out that the main character's boyfriend's car has been tampered with. They go to this little remote town after they hitch a ride from a good old country boy who looks scary as hell. He drops them off at this edge of a road, and they walk the rest of the way to the town, where they meet the main brother, and
he's at a funeral.
Yeah. And he gets pissed because they are trying to find some type of belt or something, and and then you find out that the brother is well, actually, what was it? The night before they had done something to his truck, to the brother's truck, like his headlight.
Yeah,
his headlight.
Oh yeah, because he was shining the headlight at him, and then he smashed it with the baseball bat.
Yeah, and so they find out that the brother is the one from the night before, and the main character, who was it? It's the dude from Supernatural.
Jared Padalecki.
Yes. He goes up to the bathroom in their house.
Then he decides to be nosy.
Yeah.
This is why you don't be nosy in people's houses.
Right.
You have to look for pills in the cabinets. It's very important.
Well, do that in the bathroom, not in their bedroom.
Well,
or
they could be in the
offices.
bedroom. And there's money. People keep money in their bedrooms. It's a good place to look for shit.
Like, yeah, if you're okay with dying, or like you're gonna be able to get away.
Joe's like a person who cares about living.
And he eventually stumbles upon the dad's office, which he was a doctor, and he eventually gets taken to, he gets his Achilles tendon cut.
I remember this. That's like the one scene in that movie that sticks with me.
Yes, and he's down for the count, and then we have this guy with a wax mask on, who's like this kind of your typical overgrown, really tall, really buff dude, kind of like knock him out, blah blah blah. So we have the one brother is kind of like the mastermind, and the other brother is kind of the muscle and the doing the dirty work and stuff. And
and the way they set it up is at the very beginning of the film, it has that flashback with the twins, and they're trying to feed them, and one of them's just going crazy, and they're strapping him down. And so you kind of think that the brother who has the mask is the one that was, throwing the temper tantrums, obviously. And that's not the situation. Right.
Yeah. And then, come to find out that the town is full of, it's really only the two brothers there, and they are, they have it all rigged up with like lights and stuff on mechanics and having like it's almost like in Halloween 3 when they had the grandma like on a
like animatronics and stuff.
Yeah, it's like that, and
I'm very curious how they were able to power the town.
Yeah, because that would because like
it didn't look like they were making very much money.
No, well at the end
that was more of a passion project.
The officers say that like nobody knew that it was on the grid or anything, but I'm like, it
they're
had
pulling that
electricity.
much power.
Yeah, so like where are they getting it from? Like, do they have something set up so they can generate their own power? Are they somehow siphoning it from a town? And
look, you're asking a lot of
how
questions.
How are they able to not pay for it?
You're not supposed to know the answers to.
I need
that movie is actually a documentary filmed in real time.
Well, then they should have
answers. Someone did the Paris Hilton.
Yeah, her.
And somehow I still see her.
There was a weird subplot with the fact that she was pregnant, and she didn't want to tell the baby daddy because he was so excited about the football game. But nothing came of that whole subplot. Like nothing. Like literally nothing happened because he got killed. She got something. I can't remember what it was. Stabbed through her head.
Either way, she didn't have to worry about telling him after that.
Well, no, of course not. I just thought it was kind of weird.
I think that's like how you're supposed to feel bad that she dies. Because like they're like, oh, you're supposed to feel bad that she's pregnant. Oh, damn.
And also, it's Paris Hilton.
I think a lot of people were happy to see Paris Hilton die.
That's
but then they tell you that she's pregnant and you're supposed to feel sympathy.
That's prime Paris Hilton. So maybe they realized she's not going to be able to act that good. So maybe they were just like, let's try to get her some, I
don't think her acting is too terrible for that role. That role was made for her for sure. Like she did it well, playing the type of person she is.
She's really. Here's the thing. I don't think she's that bad. Like if you look at her in Repo, she's not bad in that either. Like I think a lot of how she behaves, like what people see like on TV. I think that is like an act too. Like. Sure. I don't think she's really that much of an airhead. Like, you don't make as much money as her. Like, she has family money clearly, but she's also got a pretty sound business head on. Like,
well, or she just listens very well to somebody who is pulling the strings behind there, and she's just like, yeah, that works. Yeah.
I think I think she just knows how to sell herself, like, to get the money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, it worked really well for her at that time.
Yeah, that was prime.
Well, she's still making like makeup and perfume and stuff. Like,
she's just not in the spotlight as much. I mean, considering like how much we're
because the Kardashians.
I was gonna say the Kardashians took that spot.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Considering how much social media we have, she doesn't.
Every day I wake up and I'm thankful for the Kardashians and the cancer they've brought upon our world.
I can honestly say I have never seen one episode of anything Kardashian.
No.
I haven't either, but somehow their lives still affect mine. And for that, I will... I can't say anything because I will incriminate myself.
It's really
I do not care for the Kardashians.
That they're what is that called? Like, whatever that type of show was called, okay?
You're famous because your dad was involved
in the Olympics,
the OJ trial.
Yeah.
And your mom was banging him while she was still married to another dude. It's like, congratulations. You're literally the spawn of just
they have connections
philandering and filth. Like, congratulations.
They have connections to like the freaking president, which blows my mind. Reality
You're
TV.
famous for being bastard kids. That is the American dream right there. You literally can come from the shittiest, trashiest set of people and get richly rewarded for it.
It happens to some.
There's your hot take of the evening.
I just want
Please,
some of their money
Kardashians, come after
to fix
me.
myself.
Fuck.
Like, they've all done something to make themselves look better. Pass some of that money to me, okay? Like, I promise everything I do will be so much cheaper.
I bet you my beard is way better than anything Kim K can grow.
So
Aaron, goddamn tea it.
One of my biggest problems I had with the remake was the fact that the the actual House of Wax itself, the museum was head to toe made of wax.
Yeah, that was.
I thought that was impressive.
Oh, it's impressive, but what on earth is keeping that? Because that film takes place in what, like? That film takes place in.
You can mix wax with different stuff to make it more melt resistant.
Oh, really?
There's different combinations of wax.
Okay.
Well, I mean, presumably, if your internal temperatures aren't so hot, it won't necessarily, like, blocks of wax won't necessarily melt. Like, you can
Those
put a
get squishy.
candle. You can put a candle outside, and it's not going to completely lose its shape unless it's like directly heated.
Yeah.
So
maybe that was the case. Maybe that's what they did.
I mean, it was a little on the nose to make the entire House of Wax literally out of wax.
And
Yeah.
then the
But the dummies were more mannequins than wax.
So the brother, the one that's kind of the grunt, his name was Vincent, which was a throwback to Vincent Price. It was a callback to that. But
Who's that?
yeah, this film was, I don't know, like, I honestly don't think I like it as much as the original. I don't think it's a bad remake because it's so different. It's not even
It is different.
again,
It is like a shot for shot.
again, because I think
It's tourist
Sarah,
trap.
I think Sarah hit the nail on the head, or the head on the nail, and said, with Tourist Trap remake, which makes way more sense than
I
House
bet
of
they just couldn't
Wax
get the
remake.
rights to Tourist Trap. They had the rights to House of
The more
Wax.
popular title, probably House of Wax.
That too.
Yeah.
I think they could have even gotten away with it not being considered a remake because of how few people at that point knew about Tourist Trap.
Yeah.
But I bet you they couldn't get the rights from Charles Band to remake it.
God, no.
What about the tourist trap at the House of Wax?
Ooh.
It's the mashup. It's the
That's my title. It's in production right now.
Well, and it would have been interesting. At the end, they tell you
Oh.
that there was 3 brothers.
and then
And
the
you
one
find out that the guy in the truck was the brother. And I kind of thought they left it open-ended to make, like, a second one.
with him.
So that would have been interesting if they had made a sequel, but they never did.
Yeah. It was fun. I mean,
I don't know how you would
enjoyed
do one,
watching it. Yeah, I don't know either. I
Town
enjoyed
of
it.
Wax.
No, you'd make Town of Wax. You'd make everything out of ice. It'd be ice sculptures. It'd be winter.
And take place in Antarctica.
Yes, and then there's an alien that comes out of people's bodies.
So it's the thing.
No, Patrick.
You're not listening.
Patrick, you're not listening. It's the House of Ice at the Museum of Wax on the Antarctica base.
Oh,
With the thing from outer space. Okay? It's very
And the thing
simple.
from outer space makes people into wax figures
Yes.
that they
It's-
kill.
there's a
So
colon.
that people think they're
that
still
they kill.
alive.
Hyphen. That they think they're still alive. Semicolon. Probably.
Dash not so much.
/ the movie.
in 3D. So yeah, so
In
what was
4K.
in 4K. There you go. In 3D in 4K.
Smell-o-vision.
So Brandy, what was your thoughts on the remake as a whole?
I mean, if I don't look at it the same way as the original House of Wax, I liked it.
Yeah. It
Uh,
was so different that it's just like, it's alright.
yeah.
It's not one I'm going to write home about. It's not one I'm going to want to watch again. Probably
Not known for
anytime
riding
soon.
home.
I think I've
I've
seen that
never
movie
seen the
maybe 3 times because that is not a movie I would choose to watch. But obviously, if I'm like,
I
I
don't
don't know, with people and that's like the only option, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'll watch it.
I don't know that I've ever sat down and watched the movie properly. Like, I feel like every time I've ever seen it, it was like on TV and I just sat and watched it. Like, I was passing through and I kind of was like, oh yeah, that's that House of Wax remix with Paris Hilton. Let's just try it again. I don't think I've ever been able to, like, seriously. I would never purchase the movie.
What was that one
That's
movie
fair.
that we watched? Oh man,
It's hard
That
to watch
Kathy
all the way
Johnson-
through.
It's just not interesting to me. Which
You
one?
know what? I can't remember. It was a movie we watched with Murphy.
Boogeyman?
Yes, Boogeyman.
Oh, that movie's terrible.
It was bad. It was terrible.
So,
but
Oh my God.
I watched that. Like I saw.
I want to
it
watch
when
it
came
again.
out, and it was
we need
terrible.
to. We need to watch
And then
it.
He's like
rewatched
fucking running
it.
between rooms like he's like 2 foot tall. This little blue bastard just running around. It's like Blue Man Group meets Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, no, I watched
Poltergeist. What the
rewatched that,
fuck
like,
was it?
probably 4 years ago, and I was why did I rewatch this? This was garbage the first time. Like, it's still not
a
good.
good title.
It's like one of those.
On
There's
that
just so
IP.
many movies that you're like, I was so young when I watched this, and maybe I just didn't appreciate it enough. And you watch,
Oh, that was
it again,
terrible.
you're like, no, younger me was right.
Yeah.
You know what I did get right was watching Signs in theaters. That movie
yeah.
still holds up. That
Dude.
was just a
Good
damn
movie.
That
gem.
movie, I cannot
You don't like
stand.
Signs, Sarah?
You would.
Oh my god! So it's so
You
dumb.
hater.
The kid has asthma, so he doesn't breathe in the thing. The brother didn't play pro ball, so he can hit the baseballs at the glasses of water that the daughter said.
The whole thing was there's no coincidences. Everything happens for
on.
a reason. That was the whole premise of the movie. It all happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
M. Night
sidebar. Let's
Shyamalan has
talk
not done a
about
good
one of his.
movie since Sixth Sense. That was it.
You don't like The Village? Get out of here.
Do you want to know what my reaction when I saw The Village? When I first saw The Village, my thought the whole movie, until they give you the end, was, wow, the costuming in this is really shitty. Like, this is not period at all. And I was so annoyed the whole goddamn movie that the costuming was so bad.
But how would you know if you grew up in it?
Like,
It
You were
makes sense that their
brainwashed in
costuming
that.
sucks. Because, like,
Okay,
you see where they
agreed,
live, they're isolated
but-
from people.
but it was bad enough that it made me, like, detach from the movie as a whole because I was so annoyed that what I thought was a period piece was so bad that I could not see past it. Like, period.
Well, let's
And I
just
was
do a
just
new
angry.
show called Sarah Shits on M. Night Shyamalan because I'm not going to stand for it. You're hurting my feelings.
Well, maybe you should tell him to make a good movie.
No.
Ow.
Did you know that in The Sixth Sense, the twist was that the guy in the hairpiece was Bruce Willis the entire time? That's like my favorite line from It's Always Sunny.
Right.
That was the twist. The guy in the hairpiece. That was Bruce Willis the entire time.
I actually like The Visit.
I like The Visit. I liked Unbreakable. Now, I will give you this.
I thought
It's
Unbreakable was boring, but I liked Split, and I liked Glass.
I mean, I liked
But you
his
don't like
superhero
Unbreakable.
thing, but
No, I
Unbreakable's-
thought Unbreakable
it's slow,
was too slow.
but
Like, I just kept wanting something to happen. I was like,
it's a slow burn. But it's interesting. I don't know. It's weird. I think like it's hard. Some of his movies are hard. Once you know what the twist is, it's hard to. Well, like now you look, you go back, and it's like, oh, obviously that's leading to that. Like The Village is hard. It's like the first time you watched it and you saw like what happened, you're like, holy shit, that's crazy. Same thing with The Visit. Was like the switch at the end. I was like, holy shit, that's
I
crazy.
haven't watched that one since the theater. I probably should revisit that one.
I liked
We-
it. It's
We all can agree that
Solid.
Lady in the Water was not great.
I liked Lady in the Water though. It was a cool
Okay.
idea.
Did you like that?
Well,
We'll
idea.
call this segment Shelby Does Not Shit on Anything M. Night Shyamalan.
Did you like that?
Wait, which one?
I liked the premise.
The Happening?
I didn't like the
Happening.
execution. I think the
movie-
reveal. I think the reveal was shitty.
What was
think it'd
the
be
Will
really-
Smith one? After
Avatar?
Earth?
That's
Oh,
not.
After
was that him
Earth,
not?
yeah.
Was that him not?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was bad.
That was
Everybody
great.
shits on that one too. I don't know.
Do you like that?
No, I don't think it's a great movie, but I watched it. It was like had its parts.
So you may
It
not
had,
have
like,
shit on it, but you just totally farted on it.
I'll tell you. I think people slept on the devil, even though it wasn't him directing; it was him writing it. The one in the
Yeah.
elevator.
That's
I
was a
like
good
yeah.
Uh,
I like
I didn't
Devil.
like that one.
See, y'all
I
some
like
fucking
it. I like
haters.
Devil.
I
like
didn't
gonna
hate
retire.
it when I watched it, but I've never felt the need to watch it again.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of movies like that, though. There's movies that are like, shit, that was good, but I don't need to watch it again. Like Joker, I don't think I can ever watch that movie again. but it was definitely a movie that sticks with me. I'm like, holy shit, that was like really creepy and well done and creepy and totally fucking topical.
I can tell you exactly how that pitch for the movie went. A guy walks into the office at Warner Brothers and he goes, "Taxi driver," but with Batman, and we get De Niro.
Yeah.
So,
that was literally what they did.
Yeah.
Fucking sold. Make it happen.
That's another one I can't watch again.
The Human Centipede 3.
Oh.
I've never even seen that one.
Human Centipede 2, all of it.
I couldn't get past the first 10 minutes of Human Centipede 2 because I knew what was coming, and I was like, no, can't do it.
The first one was so I'm a big fan of Frank Henenlotter, and it felt like
the first one was so icky.
It was.
I felt
that was
so
for me, honestly.
icky after watching it. I was like, what did I watch? Ooh.
I was very glad that I watched that movie during the day and then went to work instead of watching it at night because it was just I needed to scrub my brain.
That movie's bad.
Now, Sarah, you're not a fan of Frank, aren't you? Or do you like Frank?
I don't think I know anything other than Human Centipede.
No. Frank.
Oh, I'm like, wait, who? What?
Henenlotter. He did.
Is that the actor?
No, he did. He's
I don't
not.
even know that. I'm telling you.
He's not associated with it. No. Nope.
No. That's shit. That's Brian. That's Brian Church.
Right.
Frank Henenlotter's.
I was saying because it reminded me of because he did a lot of body horror. He did Basket Case, Bad Biology, Brain Damage.
Oh yeah, no, none of that is like my jam. I don't do body horror so much.
Bad Biology is crazy.
Body horror is like so.
You want to talk about a crazy
yucky.
film? Bad Biology is the one to watch if you like crazy sexual organ body horror. Yeah.
Okay.
I will avoid that like the plague.
If we get M. Night Shyamalan on the line, you're gonna talk to him.
I'll tell him. I'll be like, dude. I'll be like, what happened? Did you shoot the load on like your first movie and then nothing else like was good? You had one good idea.
Maybe the twist was he's been fucking with us the entire time and he's yet to arrive.
He's gonna in like 10 more years he'll have a really good movie and he'll be like, what a twist!
I thought
you said that you liked Class, and
it was like good, but like not great. Like it wasn't Sixth Sense.
You don't think
it was never, and that's like an action movie.
You don't think Split had a good twist, or where it was revealed at the end it was the sequel to Unbreakable?
I knew it was the sequel to Unbreakable before like it even happened. Like
how?
'Cause I saw it late.
Oh, well, there you go.
So when I saw it, I was like, I already know.
Goodness. On that note,
I'm hurt. I'm physically, emotionally, and spiritually assaulted. Not only in trivia, but also in the M. Night fandom. It's a very small group. Listen, there are dozens of us, Sarah, and you've offended all of us. Okay?
At least I took Patrick down a peg on trivia.
You did. I'll give you a point for that, but you lost the point. You got a demerit for trashing my boy. Because he's made some stinkers, but he's got some gems.
I think he's made
polishing those turds.
But I think he's made more stinkers than he has gems. To be fair,
I give the man credit for being able to get enough financing to keep churning them out, though. He's got some pretty big fucking budgets, and not many people get the chances.
It's just because everybody keeps hoping whatever he does will be the next Sixth Sense. Honestly,
I say keep giving him money. People like that eventually strike gold again.
And none of his movies have been actual, like, even the bad ones aren't box office.
They still make some money, yeah.
Yeah, so...
I think After Earth was the worst financially.
Or that, or Avatar.
Yeah, but that one didn't make any sense for him to be directing anyway. That was I feel like they did that on purpose so they get a tax write-off. Like, they were like, okay, well, you owe us 3 movies, and you're going to do this one because nobody else wants to. And it was going to be a shit show no matter what.
There's certain things I feel like, especially with animation, that don't translate into live action.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to do.
And I feel like anything anime is kind of like that because most things in anime are just already over the top.
I don't understand.
You can't put that in live action.
Like I said, I'm an M Night guy, and I automatically don't even like think of After Earth or Avatar.
After Earth
like
is
I just
bad.
they don't make any sense. Like they're not even M Night movies. Like his name is on it, but that's not something he would have fucking signed up to do. Like it doesn't make any sense.
He just took the payday.
Yeah, I mean it's like he's beholden to the studio. So
Right.
because they weren't gonna let him make Split and Glass if he didn't do those other shitty, terrible movies that had the big budget actors. Like, what the fuck has Will Smith done in the last 10 years has been worth a damn? I love Will Smith, but this is like not a good.
Will Smith hasn't.
It's not a good place to be in. It's not been good.
He was good. He was good in Aladdin. I'll give him that. But before that, 7 pounds, maybe.
Yeah.
Which one?
Price of Happiness, 7 pounds.
7 pounds.
That's been 10, 15 years.
He was okay in Suicide Squad, given what he had to work with.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that was fine, but that was like a bit.
But like the movie overall was terrible.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not on him. That's just the movie itself was not good.
It was a half-aborted disaster, plot-wise. But yeah, I mean, but that was like not. He wasn't a. Yeah, he was a big name attached to it, but really his character was not a very
honestly,
big player
he was like, at the time, he was the biggest name attached to that cast.
Yeah, so I'd say Margot Robbie.
Because Margot Robbie wasn't anything at that point, really, like, you know, not in big Hollywood.
A couple of small stuff, but yeah, not a big banner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I feel bad for him because, I mean, obviously he's got a lot of crazy shit that got aired in the public, on a personal side, but it's like he has not been able to find his stride here lately. He's had monumental success, but
I think
hope
he's
he finds
like,
his footing.
you know, like Adam Sandler had a lot of really good funny movies, and then the past several years they've all kind of.
Have you watched Uncut Gems though?
I haven't.
Oh man, that movie!
That'll change your Adam Sandler opinion forever.
I've heard.
He was robbed of an Oscar for that movie. He should have had an Oscar in his hand winning because that movie. I literally sat in the theater. I can't believe it's Adam Sandler. And I won't say what happens, but at the end, I'm literally just like this. I'm like.
Well, it's like if you just keep making bad decisions and double down every time you have a chance to escape, the movie is nothing but nonstop anxiety. It just keeps getting worse, and he keeps making
you literally are just so like it makes you so uncomfortable the whole movie. You're just like
it's like watching an alcoholic drinking themselves to death. Literally,
I feel that way all day, every day. So I don't know if I want to double down on my anxiety.
It's beautiful though. Like it's like unwinding, and then you're like, okay, finally, surely this is gonna be it. It's gonna be all good. And it just punches you in the balls one more time.
So I do have to say that I do take issue with some things which I can't say because I worked in diamond wholesale, so I know things about that industry, and I know there are things that happen like within his office and the way that the security is set up within his office that it doesn't work like that. Like in diamond wholesale, I can't say what it is because it would ruin part of the end of the movie.
Yeah.
But like,
you wouldn't be able to get in the way they did with the stuff they did. Yeah.
Actually,
well, it's also a movie, so
the opposite.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just get in there.
I know. Patrick's like, what? No, like it's. So that was like my only gripe about the movie, which is like very minute because it's an amazing movie and it's beautiful. Like it's a beautifully shot movie and it got robbed in the award seasons. Like that is Adam Sandler's best movie, hands down.
Fury Road. George Miller was robbed of Fury Road.
He was.
Best
I'll give you
too.
that. Best picture.
All practical effects. Are you fucking kidding me? Patrick has a text thread still saved to this day.
I do. I
went nuclear. I went.
Fuck the Academy.
I went nuclear.
All right. Well.
Ivory Tower bullshit. They don't
will
review movies that are good for the common people. They're gatekeepers of what they consider to be culture.
So, you're not wrong.
Bunch of scumbags,
Well,
probably a bunch of kid diddlers.
Want to? Oh wow, wow, that's.
Call out.
All right. Well, on that note, let's wrap up tonight. Thank you again, Sarah, for tuning in, and
Thank you for defeating Patrick.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have to have you
Putting
on
him in
again
his
so we
place.
can.
He's like, it was rigged.
Get redeemed.
He tried to cheat, he still lost.
Oh, did I? And we'll catch you next time. I'm
Uh,
Patrick.
One more thing.
Sarah. That's Shelby. That's Brandy. And what Shelby?
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Shock.